Ghost Hydration V2 RTDs in the building. We're gonna do orange squeeze today for the flavor review. The only reason is because I have V1 with me, so we can compare and contrast. So let's go over some of the facts here about Hydration V2 and the RTD compared to V1. From a formula standpoint, it's exactly the same. So there is no change in the formula at all. There's a slight flavor change. Also, I want to tell you the rollout of this is going to be sometime in March of 2025. Should be early in the month, but with distribution, a lot of things can happen based on your location, right? Just like some of the people running into the OG and the Strawbango in Walmart, they're still not finding them and they should have been rolled out last month. So be patient with this coming out. Nonetheless, let's go over the formula real quick, just so you know what is in the formula. I did break this down in my OG video, but there's a full spectrum of electrolytes in here, right? So we're looking potassium, magnesium, and sodium. Potassium's a little bit higher on this compared to sodium, which sodium's usually the vice versa. But let's think about that for a second. You get so much sodium in your daily diet, or if you sea salt your meals, that putting potassium higher is ideal from a sodium and potassium standpoint from a ratio, because if it's off balance, that's how you get cramps. This will help beat that, balance that, and give you, restore your bodily fluids, which is also in here with your calcium. A couple other neat inclusions, Aquamin, which we saw in Ghost Amino back in the day. That's there for your hydration recovery and quenching your thirst. Last but not least, Synactive. And again, we see this in a couple Ghost products, performance, hydration, overall VO2 max. It's a great ingredient. And for someone like this, you might use it for running, you might use it for working out. That's an ideal thing to consume during that time period. So I love how Ghost took an outside the box approach with their hydration formula here. But overall, I really like it. There are some vitamin B6s and B12 in here, and those are great for energy as well. I know it's not much for a hydration formula, but those B vitamins are essential to truly ingest on a day-to-day basis. And when those levels do drop, you can see performance issues. So this is Ghost doing their homework and creating a fantastic RTD-based formula. Now, you're probably going to ask, why is the formula different from the powder? Well, look, this is an RTD. It's already made to drink compared to something like a powder, which you can mix up, and that's why the formula does deviate. So without further ado, let's taste them side by side because it's a more chuggable and enjoyable experience. What's that difference? So let's figure it out. And again, my opinion is always going to be subjective compared to yours, but I always want to be 100% honest with you for a consumer who will be buying these products. So let's just pour a little bit into each. I'm going to start with V1, just to remind myself, orange squeeze is my jam for V1. I love this flavor. It tastes like tang, so cheers, guys. This is seriously, I say this all the time. Ghost, please take note. Put this in more products. This flavor is dynamite. Like, so refreshing. Absolutely love it. Probably going to drink that whole bottle after this video, but now let's see what the difference is. And to me, right, V1, it's like tang. It has that robust, it has that very dense, like fresh orange juice squeezed. I mean, it's so good. Now let's see what the upgrade's like. Cheers. Okay, I see where this is going. So one of the biggest complaints that I saw with Hydration V1, especially in the red Sour Patch Kid flavor, was the concentration of the flavor. Orange Squeeze got pretty good reviews. Kiwi Strawberry got good reviews. Sour Patch Kid flavors, I like the blue raz over the red berry, and I might be crazy, but the concentration is what turned people off because the flavoring was a little bit too strong. So what I can see in V2 is they did lower down the amount of concentration to give you better balance of flavors. And I think Ghost did a really good job with this in the orange squeeze. It still gives you that tang replica. And again, it's very robust. It's very concentrated. It's like fresh squeezed orange juice with a little bit of, luscious aftertaste, which is phenomenal. But I can see myself pulling for this one over V1, even though this is my jam, just because the flavor is so much more refreshing and enjoyable. That's probably the best way to explain the change from V1 to V2. And again, I haven't had the other flavors, but just so you know, this will be coming in kiwi strawberry. Strawbango is a new flavor, and Welch's Grape is a new flavor. So 4 flavors. I'm sure there'll be more in the future. But for now, that's the information we know. So let's recap real quick, right? V2 will be coming out starting in early March for distribution. Again, your regular stores, the Vitamin Shop, GNC, gas stations, grocery stores, same formula, a little bit of deviance in taste, more refreshing, more chuggable flavor, as they like to say. But overall, I like the change in the appearance with the black. I think it sticks out very well. So I'm excited. I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on this. I would love to hear your reviews. You can drop them in the comment box down below. I'm also going to put a reel on my Instagram, so that way you guys can see a shortened version there, if that's what you want with the rundown. As always, the full formula breakdown is in the comment box below. Any questions, let me know. Toss me a follow, give me a thumbs up. But other than that, if you have any questions, I'd love to help answer them. But once you get your hands on these, let me know what you think. Cheers, legends.